I gotta get it. What's going on? It's your boy SB. So yes, you read the title right. We are talking about mental breakdowns at Amazon. Not just Amazon. I've seen this in every job that I've worked at. This is more so, all these videos are always, I give examples of Amazon, that's where I work, but this is about just the workplace in general. But I've worked at Amazon the last 3 years, and I thought that this would be a pretty good topic to talk about because it's not really talked about too much. So what made me even think about this is there was a story, press release from the news a few weeks ago with Amazon, and it was about an associate passing away. Condolences to the family. But that story made me start thinking. And the reason why I did, I was actually going to do a story time, and it was going to be talking about how we thought somebody died on our floor. And it was going to be a funny video because, of course, they didn't die. They were just passed out sleep to the point you couldn't wake them up. And it was going to be this funny video, and I had that on my list for story times. But I took it off that list due to the situation that happened a few weeks ago. But that made me think, working at Amazon from a store going up to corporate, I've seen this happen. I've seen people literally break. Not just at Amazon, at other jobs as well. I've seen people break. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about to the point where they will just be literally physically shaking, or when a person breaks, it's like they have different ways of that expressing itself, whether that be literally tears just falling down from their face, or literally they snap and get angry. I've seen these different things, and I was like, yo, we talk about a lot of the workplace here. This needs to be talked about. And this is something I even encountered. I literally got to that point. It's like a wall you hit. It's like when stress, it'll build up, and you hit that wall and you either break or it comes back down. I hit that wall, and we'll talk about that in a minute in this video as well. But this is all my opinion. Amazon, this is my opinion, my experience. This doesn't reflect the views of Amazon. You'll be surprised. It takes place everywhere. I've seen this take place with the associates, with a lot of the associates, and I've seen this take place with leadership and management at every job that I've worked at. We'll jump right in. We'll start off with Amazon. When I was just a white badge stower, even some of the people that I went in with, when they were stowing and being trained, even though it wasn't like this crazy pressure being put on you, I seen people start to have breakdowns, and it wasn't crazy breakdowns. It was more like it was like a level one. It wasn't nothing like crazy, but it was to the point where it made me stop and look like, wow, man, this person's really tripping out right now. To the point I seen it when I was an ambassador, where I had to do retrains, and one of the guys I retrained was literally shaking and could not function. And instead of coaching and pointing this out, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this, all I did was stop him, say, hey, breathe. You feel me? Listen, you're doing great. Okay, we got some things to work on, but you're doing this right, you're doing this right, you're doing this right, but I need you to relax right now. You're stressing too much. And once I calmed him down, the dude performed better. It wasn't even a issue with the lack of skill or knowledge. The man just had too much pressure on him. I've also seen, and this is a trip, I've seen this in management at a few different jobs, literally where the pressure will hit so hard, they crack, like they cry. Have you seen this take place? And I just want to bring this topic up because this is something that you have to be aware of. Sorry, somebody said I do politician hands when I do this, so I'm trying to calm down on my politician hand. But back to the topic. Go ahead and vote for SB and hit that subscribe button, matter of fact. But in all seriousness, I wanted to make this video because this is something that we all need to be very careful of. Whether you're an associate here, whether you're in leadership, L4, L5, L6, L7, whatever it is, I've seen them all shake and I've seen plenty of them crack. This is something you have to be careful of. I think more so now than ever, because not only do we have that job pressure that tries to come upon us, we now have more pressure outside of the workplace that's coming upon us that makes it that much easier to break in the workplace. And even before I cut the camera on, I was like, you know what? I usually research different things and see if there's something in an article I can grab if it's something I'm thinking about. I didn't. I just wrote all this down, but I was like, let me just see if this is talked about. Like, this would be a pretty interesting topic. It was a lot of articles talking about this. Not going to go into detail because there's some pretty serious stuff. I was going to make this video more so lighthearted, but when I saw those articles, I was like, yo, this is a big deal. Have you seen this take place? And when it comes for me seeing this, I work at Amazon, like I said. So I've seen this take place way more in the warehouse than I have seen this in corporate. And I think it's because the pressure's on a whole nother level in the warehouse, that more so than corporate. Corporate, you're dealing with a gang of big numbers and big freight and big moves. You're dealing with big stuff. Don't get it twisted. More so in corporate than the building. The building is just dealing with the building. Corporate, you're dealing with multiple buildings and you're dealing with the routes and you're dealing with some heavy stuff. But the difference is, it's just on a computer at the end of the day. It's like, yo, that looks bad. Hey, that's bad. Oh man, that's really bad. But that's about it. You're in an AC room, a controlled atmosphere. You got people cracking jokes over there. You got people laughing their heads off over here. So even though no one really knows what you're going through except you and your laptop and the people behind that laptop. So in corporate, it's a whole nother different type of pressure. It doesn't press down on you like that because it only you know about it. You and your laptop. That's it. Everybody else is enjoying their life, their corporate life. But when you're in that warehouse, and you walk back to your floor and you got all your associates standing there looking at the side of their sleds, looking at your direction like, well, we ain't got no work up here. Water spiders and disappeared. You got a whole floor of people with no work. That's where that pressure hits because you literally have people depending on you right here, right now. And not only are they depending on you, they will come up to you. Hey, we don't have work. Hey, what are we doing right now? This doesn't look good. And while you got 100 things on your mind that you need to figure out what in the world happened, yo, what's going on over here? You got thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4 all around you, putting even more pressure on you. This is where I felt when my AM was gone for like a week and I was running our stuff for the week. This is the point where I felt it, where if I would have gave in mentally, I could have not cracked, but I could have just like been like, you know what, I'm going home. Like I hit that point. Only me there. You got the ambassador coming with a class. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here for 30 minutes. Oh, we got here early. All right, cool. Stand over there. Go to this wall. Get them out the way. All of a sudden, 3 more walls come because that didn't stop. Got 4 or 5 jams going on. The flats didn't went down. The slam operators standing there just looking at me, not even doing this. Can you fix the thing? You see 100 bodies around me? Things around you who just push you and they got questions to ask in the middle of the fire. At that point, I literally felt pressure. I felt stress, like physically felt it. Like I felt heavy all of a sudden. I've never really felt that before. It got to the point to where I felt it. I literally stopped everything. I had to back up. Literally in front of everybody's all around. They complain. Listen, I ain't got nothing to say to none of y'all. I didn't zone everybody out. Backed up. Let's go. That's all it took. I just had to back up, take a breath, remember that this is work. You feel me? And that's one of the main things. You have to remember that this is work. That's scary. When you give your job so much power in your mind that it could break you. While y'all working out there, remember that this is only work. And that's one reason why I always try to tell people, hey, try to find other streams of income. Always keep your resume up to date. Always try to keep your eyes what's out there, because that's a reason why too. A lot of people, they have that fear that comes upon them when they may have made a mistake. Oh man, I might lose my job, and go crazy about it because they've put in all their eggs and gotten comfortable with one job, with one basket. But that's one of the biggest things you have to do. You have to remind yourself this is just a job. And you are not going to go to the hospital for a job. I brought it up in one of the other vlogs. When I first became a PA, somebody tried to come and tell me like, oh, you're going to be stressed out. And I had to tell them, look them in their soul. No, I'm not. They was above me, but I don't care who you are. You're not going to sit here and tell me I'm stressed out. Listen, no, I'm not. I'm going to work the best that I can. And that's it. I am not going to a hospital for this job. I am not going to a deep, dark place. I'm not going to be in one of the crying booths. Like when those crying booths first came out, wait, my bad. I don't think they're called crying booths. I'm not trying to make fun of it. But the booths, I think they was called like weeping booths or like some type of booths that they brought. I guess it was for this reason. I never really paid attention to it. I was like, yo, what is that? But then just kind of overlooked it. It was a reason that those things got brought out. Mental breakdown in the workplace is a real thing. I've seen it. Even at Amazon, I've seen AMs cry, crack, and literally tears. I've seen other breakdowns that I cannot talk about because it was that serious. Now, does Amazon like force this on you? I'm going to have to say, from my experience, my opinion, like I said, I've been a PA in the busy LGBT. Oh, I don't know, put my buildings out there, messing with some of y'all. Y'all got some people that be hating out there. But at different buildings I've been at, I've been in some real busy situations. I've been told, like, look, if you need a break, you need a break, you need to boom, 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 boom. They're real, from my experience, they've been real big on that. Like, hey, if you gotta go chill. Hey, you need to take another extra 5 on your break, or 5 extra 10 on your break, do that. Boom, 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 boom. So I don't think that's where it comes from. From my personal opinion, my experience, I've seen this come from because people want to perform the best that they can. They're all shooting to climb up that ladder. They don't want to miss a beat. They don't want to seem weak. So when that pressure comes on, they don't really let anybody know about it. Listen, if you got pressure at work, that does not make you weak. It don't matter if you are L7, 6, 5, 4, or a regular associate. Let somebody know, because it's not worth your health. It's not worth you being stressed out over. You know what? Honestly, I'm not even going to read the articles. I'll drop some in the description. You could read it. You could chew it. You can take that as you take it. For those of you who want to climb up that ladder, I think those are the ones who kind of feel that pressure, because it's pressure. It's pressure to perform. It's pressure to hit rates. It's pressure. And then, like, if you in the FC, you got all that pressure. You got pressure from those above you. You got pressure from those on the sides of you. I'm going to do a video. I think I might do that next. The most pressured positions I think that there is at Amazon. If you will want to see that, let me know. That'll be the next video. It will probably be a short one. Nothing too crazy. Man, listen, any workplace, don't let it stress you out. If it is stressing you out, you need to start looking for another place, because you do not want to have mental stress, mental illness, that's a big deal. And it's not really talked about a lot. These times that we're in, is so much pressure outside of work in every single area that is bound to find its way in the workplace. Anyways, man, this is your boy SB. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Definitely hit your notification bell, because you will not be notified if I drop a video. If you don't do that, it's weird, I know. So be sure to do that. Yes, this is also my new song. It's off of my project. I do music. That's going to be in the description as well. It's your boy SB. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in. If I'm alive, I'ma live. Mama said if you gon' do it big. Yeah, motivated till the end. Never break, never bend. Finna have them like, whoa.